What's up, family? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. It means a lot. I want to talk about a topic today that was actually given to me by a subscriber, Miss Camille. And what she wanted to know was, should the ex, assuming, these people, someone has been married, should the ex-husband continue to do favors for the now ex-wife just because they have children? That was her question. Should the ex-husband continue to do favors for his wife, ex-wife, just because they're in the name of the fact that they have kids together? She may have the kids with her for the most part. I'm going to answer this slanted a little bit because I've been in that situation before where after I was divorced and the kids, of course we have joint custody, but knowing that the kids was with my ex, a great part of the time as well, it did, I guess, provoke me, for lack of a better word, to want to continue to do the things that I was normally doing, to make sure that they was okay, because it felt like that was the natural thing to do. But what I want to, that's why I say this is going to be slanted, because what I want to say is, it's because it was the natural thing for me to do. As the husband, when we was in the marriage, there were certain things that I did to keep weight off of her. So when you're divorced, you have to realize that that's exactly what it means. It is something that is being split in two. It's two people who have responsibilities, especially when they have children. It's two people that have become one, and through whatever life circumstances or whatever it was that ripped, because really that's what divorce is, regardless, it is a divorce. It is divide. It's two people that became one going back to two. And there's a lot of emotion that's tied up in that. There's a lot of feeling. It may be guilt. It may be wanting to see the other person not have to be so burdened. Now, I know in situations where it ends extremely bad, that may not be the case. But if both can end and still be cordial, you'll still deal with that situation. So, and again, I'm no professional. I'm just giving Professor X perspective. It's just me giving my outlook on some things that I personally have been through. I would say that the guy would need to cut it out, unless it is something that involves the kids directly. And I mean directly. Like, my son, let's say he had a flat tire on his bicycle, and he needed somebody to, because at the time of our separation and divorce, he was only 9 or 10 years old. And of course, she wasn't married at that time. So let's just say that he needed a tire change or something done with his bike, something mechanical that a man would normally do. Well, as his father, I can definitely step in and assist in those areas as it pertains to my child. And we have a son and a daughter. So as it pertains to the children, I do think that you can step in and take care of business or what needs to be done. But as it pertains to just doing favors to have her life become easier, I would definitely say refrain from that, because it's sending a message. It's again, there's emotion there. So emotionally, men that do that do not want to disconnect from the ex. So they're going to do certain favors for them, and in a weird way, if that makes sense, if I can use that word, it's going to soothe them because they feel like I'm still contributing somehow. So even though we are divorced, I'm emotionally connected to her. I don't want to see her life be hard or heavy or burdensome. So I'm going to step in and do whatever favors she may be asking me to do, or I may be doing them on my own that does not directly relate to the kids. So that's what I want to say. If it don't directly relate to the kids, doing favors because she has the kids, to me, you have to set a boundary. That's number one. Number two, I would say, if this individual, this man, has moved on to date another woman, then he has to be really careful about the message that he's sending his new girlfriend about how he continues to do favors for the ex-wife, because you're sending a very strong message that I'm still emotionally connected to her. I still have strong feelings for her. And that's fine, because some people would take longer than others to get out of that space where they can be free to move on their own without feeling obligated to do these things for the ex. That's fine. However, this is the point I want to make. That also means that he's not really in a position where he needs to be dating anybody else. That's what I would say. If he is still connected to doing things for the ex-wife and it does not directly relate to the children, even though she may have the children primarily, he is not in a position that he needs to be dating or entertaining another woman at this time. He needs to heal, deal with reality that it is over, whatever y'all had and whatever y'all used to do. And see, it really became easy for me per se, because even before we had got separated, we pretty much knew that it was done. And my ex told me, right, that she no longer wanted me to do things for her that I used to do to take the burden off. One of the things that I did, for the most part, I would say 90% of the time plus, I would put gas in her car every Sunday. And so when I went to do it, even though I knew we was headed for a separation and then ultimately divorce, one time she told me I'm gonna start putting gas in my own car. No longer. So she was able to go ahead and start that boundary, that it became a little easier once the separation and divorce actually came. And then a couple other things that I used to do that she let me know I'm now going to be doing that on my own. I no longer need or am looking or even desire your assistance in these situations. And that's what has to happen in these situations. Maybe because and then depending on the woman, like the ex-wife in this situation, she may never tell the guy to stop. But I assure you, if she started maybe dating somebody else or another man came around, even he's gonna feel uncomfortable seeing the ex-husband still doing favors for her. So again, it's going to be uncomfortable for her new guy. It's going to be uncomfortable for the girlfriend of the husband. And you have to set boundaries, and these boundaries have to be set early. And if you're not ready to set those boundaries because the ex-wife is going to allow it to happen, then you don't need to be entertaining anybody else, because feelings are going to get hurt. More emotions are going to get involved. At some point, the new woman is going to look at the ex-wife side eye, as we call it. And then even that relationship that could have been, at least clean and cordial with an understanding and straightforward, now that could, lean to be messy, because my man, who is your ex, is still doing stuff for you, and I don't understand why he is, and I don't understand why you're letting him. And this is a lot of energy in a new relationship that don't have to be there. So, Professor X, should an ex-husband continue to do favors for his ex-wife just because she takes care of the kids? Here's my response to that. Not unless what he's doing is directly to and for the children. That's it. Sammy needs to go to the doctor. I have to work. Can you take him? Yes, Sammy is my son. I can definitely take him. Sammy medicine is due for his asthma. Can you swing by Walgreens and pick it up when you come to get them this weekend? Yes, that directly affects the children. I need my grass cut. I need my trash can taken to the front, to the curb. I need an oil change in my car. I need furniture moved around. No. Boundaries have to be set, and it needs to be set very quickly before feelings get hurt. Because we're just humans, and we all have a way to feel about something. So hopefully this helps. Hopefully somebody gets something from it. Please like and share and get in the comments and tell me what y'all think. Y'all be blessed.